Welcome back to the Peggy Smedley Show, the podcasting voice of IoT and digital transformation.
Welcome back to the Peggy Smedley Show. We are coming to you live from CES 2019, and I tell you, it has been a jam-packed week so far of a lot of great guests, and they continue right now because I'm here with Alina Zhoga. She is the CEO of RAWR, and Alina, welcome.
Thanks, Peggy. Thanks for having me here.
Okay, now, you know, as a dog lover that I am, I'm pretty excited to have you on the show here. We've been talking about this great product you have that you're testing, and you're going through testing, and you're still working on it because, you know, most of my listeners and my radio show people see a picture of me on my show with my dog Jax in the office when I'm doing my show. So this product is probably going to be near and dear to my heart. So you got to tell our listeners all about what you're doing.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. That's the product we believe every pet parent would ultimately need because, like, imagine you had a 24/7 watcher, sitter, veterinarian, trainer for your dog so that you could keep tabs remotely on whatever you want to know about your pet. So it combines like 6 different variables you could use for your pet. It's a GPS locator, activity monitor, health monitor, temperature sensor. It also has LED flashlights and vibration feature as a training.
So 2 things already I'm saying it. When my dog Jax is running around the office and I'm going, Jax, where are you? I can locate him.
Right.
2, when he's barking, I can say, no more barking.
No.
All right, 2 things already. And the third thing is a health monitor, which we need to talk about that because you were showing me the app during the break before we came on about all the things you're tracking on the dog's health. Because we have 2 other dogs, our golden, Rocky, who is just now almost 14 years old, and he's getting up there in age, and we're monitoring his health. And I love the things because during the day we're saying we really don't know how much activity in the house he's doing because we've been leaving him at home. And I love your app. So let's hold up the app just so we can show everybody a little bit. Now that's the mapping you're doing there, but
right. So the main screen is the map. So you want to know where your dog is
I
located.
need you to talk a little bit into them. Sorry about that because there's a lot of noise behind us.
Cool, yeah. So the main screen is the map, so you could see where your dog is located at all times, and you can, like, if it escaped, you could track, you could breadcrumb it in real time.
You could find him if he's running away. Gotcha.
Yeah, if it's running away. So then you have a profile for each dog you have. You could have different dogs, multiple dogs on the app, and you could track every one you have. So each dog has a profile. You're inputting the dog's breed, dog's parameters.
So for in there, so we have the name, pet type, their breed, their gender, everything.
Yeah, everything, absolutely everything. You could customize your device so it has connection to satellites, and you could customize that and how often it should connect because it's like an energy saving feature.
So you have their weight, their everything you have on
everything about the pet and everything about the color. So everything is in profile. Then you have a pet's dashboard where you see all the parameters you want to know about your pet, how active it was during the day. You could also see take any date in the history and see how active your pet was on that specific date. So you could check like what was there yesterday, and you could see how the diagram.
You could see
looks.
that Rocky was lazy yesterday.
Whether it was a couch
potato. He was a complete couch potato.
Right. Then you have the average parameters, so you see on average how your dog is doing, and you could also set a goal so that you could motivate your dog to get more activity, so you could play more, you could walk more with your dog. So absolutely, like
so really you put this leash on your child and say, hey, you want treats here? No, I'm kidding.
People always often come to us and say, can I have that for my husband or for my wife?
I want to motivate my family members. There we go. That's great.
So activity. Then you can see the temperature, so the ambient temperature, which is important to know when you left your dog in the car.
This is a really attractive dashboard. You've got a great looking dashboard that you've done here.
Yeah, so
it's really
we've spent a lot of time on the user experience, on the UI, so that that's really pleasant and user friendly. So the app is easy to use, and it's really.
What is the number one thing when you think about this? Because people who are animal lovers really care about their pets. They really, it's emotional kind of feeling. When you look at this, you're tracking their sleep, their activity.
Yeah.
Do pet owners really want to track all that thing? Are you finding when you talk to a pet owner, they say, I really want to know this. When I'm at work, I want to know my dog walker is really doing what they're saying. Are they tracking that and say, is that important, something there that's where this comes into play?
Exactly. So we've conducted lots of interviews with pet owners of different breeds, like the pets they keep in-house, pets that are kept in the yard, so different like lifestyles. And there are different features, different pet parents' needs, but mostly we've combined the most important ones. So they want to know where their pets are. They want to make sure they do not cross the safe zone. So when the pet leaves the safe zone, you get notified immediately, and you could start locating it immediately before it's too late and the pet gets into the traffic, and no one knows what could happen afterwards. Health is also the most important feature by far, because people take more and more interest not only in their own health, in health of their kids, but also like pets are kids as well. So they want to know how they are doing, and it's important to know beforehand what's going on, whether
it's
there's an early sign.
It's emotional, right?
Of course, it's like you're like.
It's a member of the family. It's a member of the family.
Exactly,
a pet.
Exactly. And you want to know how they're doing, if they're well at all times, and if something's out, you grab your pet immediately and go to the vet before it's too late, and you can save the life actually.
What are we talking about the technology in here? I mean, what are you using that's inside that's tracking all these things?
It's really so much technology packed. Probably the most advanced technology on the market by far. We've packed it with a lot of sensors so that it has to track activity, location, of course. It uses GPS, it uses accelerometer and gyroscopes to measure activities, micro movements to measure the sleeping patterns. It uses temperature sensors, and it uses the most complex health tracking technology by far.
It's pretty light to have tracked all these things into it, that it's not so heavy, and it's on a dog's neck, that you've been able to do that.
We've spent 2 years doing that. So we've started with this large, bulky trackers. Then we tried to minimize it to do the most we could to minimize the size, to put it in those small constraints so that the tech is not only smart but also pretty. So that was our idea of putting this inside. That was a tricky journey.
Is there something they have to do to charge it? You have to charge it as a pet owner?
Yeah,
or a regular thing?
You're charging like you charge your smartphone, or you're charging like your smartwatch, exactly like that. It uses USB charger. It's like 2 hours of charge regular, and it will last up to 5 days on one charge on the regular usage.
So you take it off and then you charge it. So while you're charging it, pet doesn't have it on, you're charging it for them at that time.
Yeah. So it's just about 2 hours, not big deal. So usually it's done at night.
Okay. Talk about price. You said you hope to have it available and on the market at the end of the year. What are we talking about price for something like this?
Well, we're going to have 2 products. Like, one is the more premium with all the features, including the health monitor. That would be $199. And the second one would be all the basic features just without the health monitoring. That would be $129.
So, and when you talk about the health monitoring, how are you going to be offering the different kinds of features? Will the monitoring go at something that you're providing a regular subscription service on this?
Right, there is a subscription to that, because the collar has to be connected to the internet at all times so that you get data in real time. That's why it has a cellular subscription. So that would be about $6 to $9 monthly. Not a big price actually for your to keep you assured that your pet is well at all times.
So looking at this, are there other products on the market like this right now?
Well, yeah, we've looked at the market. There are different kinds of trackers on the market, mostly separate GPS trackers or just activity trackers, so they are mostly doing just one function. And, well, our competitive edge on that is also the looks. So we wanted to combine all the features in one to have it really the smartest colors ever and also the most beautiful one in terms of design. So that's how we differentiate from others.
And when you looked at that and you're looking at all of this compared with cost and look and seeing what's out there, what's the challenge that you find with pet owners? You know, do they really want to track their pets? Are they still like, I don't want to incur this kind of a cost to keep tracking my pets?
You know, we've talked to lots of parents, pet parents, and for the previous 2 days we've been on the CES. Lots of people really come over, they see the feature set and they are amazed. So they understand that they really need each feature we are providing. Some people need locating feature more, others are more interested in health monitoring. For example, people who have senior dogs are more interested in health. People who have more adventurous dogs more interested in location. But at the same time, they're understand that the other features are also great and they would definitely use them.
When you look at right now the changing dynamic of technology and the Internet of Things, are you worried that you create these products that the technology is changing so fast that you're going to have to keep pace with the changing form factors that are out there?
Right, true. We're looking at the pace the technology is changing. Currently we're using the latest 4G LTE connectivity in the product, but we know that 5G is also coming out, so we're keeping a close eye on that. And so we're like want to be like a little bit forward, one step forward, so we're looking close eye on the technologies. We're using the most advanced components in the product and the most energy efficient ones which are currently available in the market to make the battery live longer.
What about it getting wet? You know, dogs getting themselves wet, wearing
true.
the collar, what about things like that?
True, we know that pets are really adventurous creatures, so we made it waterproof, IP67, so you could submerge it into water up to 1 meter for 30 minutes, and they would work.
Okay. So you guys are right now in Eureka Park. What's it like over there?
Oh, you know, I feel like we're in kindergarten actually as compared to this place in here, but that's so amazing, so many ideas, really cool ideas. Some are a little bit weird, of course, but some are really great. So we've seen a few like fellow pet producers, startups producing pet products, and it's really cool that the pet tech is really evolving, it's taking swing. So we had our neighbors doing the smart feeder. That's also a good idea for pets. So, well, we're amazed at that.
It's a changing market, right? There's a lot of creative ideas and a lot of innovation. So you've had a chance to see in Eureka Park where that's where the new birth of innovation, before they come out to have booths like this in connected car area. Well, Alina, what's your URL so our listeners and viewers can learn more about what you're doing?
So we are a team of 15 actually. We have engineers, we have software developers, we have designers, everyone's in-house. We're all based in Ukraine, in Kiev, but we have a small rep office in the US. So I'm supervising all the work, all the projects, so actually doing a little bit of everything.
So you have a URL that viewers can find more information about you guys?
Yeah, we have a website, it's called getrawr.com. You're very welcome to visit that. We also have a subscription form on the website because we're planning to launch crowdfunding campaign soon. So we're inviting all the interested people to get to our list so that we notify when we're live.
All right. Well, Alina, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate it, and we wish you guys continued success in that. All right, viewers. Well, that's all the time we have coming to you live here from CES. We want you to check out this webcast and all of the others that we've been doing right at connectedworld.com, and you can check out past shows that we've been doing at the PeggySmedleyShow.com. And that wraps up our broadcast for today. Remember that we broadcast live every Tuesday at 12 noon Central. And I hope you've enjoyed all the shows that we've had. We've really enjoyed broadcasting here. It's been a lot of fun. And you know, CES has been a lot of fun because there's been a lot of great stuff on the show floor and a lot of great excitement. But again, tweet at us at ConnectedWMag. I'd love to hear your thoughts about all the exciting stuff and all the great things that we've had here and all the fun, because I tell you, one of the fun things about CES 2019 is all the crazy stuff, but all the great technology about the Internet of Things, smart cities, connected cars, smart homes, and all the great stuff. So thanks for watching. This is the Peggy Smedley Show, the podcasting voice of IoT and digital transformation. And remember, with great technology comes great responsibility.